2-Dope Kitchen, boy. I'm hungry.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to 2-Dope Kitchen. Today, we're going to start off by cracking 3 large eggs into a mixing bowl. Doesn't matter which bowl you use. Okay, don't get any eggshells in this recipe. Next, we're going to go ahead and add 3 1/4 cup of heavy cream. You can use half and half or whole milk as an alternative. Also, a half a cup of sugar. Mix everything up, just enough to incorporate the ingredients and to break the yolk. Next, we're going to go ahead and add a tablespoon of cinnamon. Same deal, just enough to incorporate the ingredients. Also, a tablespoon of vanilla extract. All right, now I'm using 3 packs of pecan swirls as our bread. Odd, I know, but it's going to be delicious. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to grease a loaf pan with some unsalted butter. Don't skip out on using this because your bread pudding will stick. Now this step is optional, but I like to just go ahead and line the bottom with some pecans. I don't know why. Maybe because sometimes I want to do it upside down, but you know, I don't know. It's just a habit for bread pudding for me to do that. Now you can fit all 18 pecan swirls in a standard loaf pan. That's what I'm telling you, to use a loaf pan. Even if you have to use an aluminum one, just same deal. Make sure you grease it up with the butter, and then you should line them all up with the pecan swirls. Now the reason why I don't cut them is because when I like to scoop them out later, I want them to retain their swirled shape, and when you cut them up, obviously they won't be swirls anymore. Because I mean, if not, you can use anything really. But yeah, take the custard and pour it over the top. Now, because I didn't cut them up, it's going to take a lot longer for the custard to be absorbed by the pecan swirls, but it's okay. We're going to take about 3 hours, cover them up, put it in the refrigerator. Be patient, y'all. It's going to pay off. Patience is a virtue in this one. Now, after about 3 hours, put it in the oven at 375 degrees for about an hour, and afterwards you should have a finished product. And that finished product should be a really, really delicious bread pudding. This bread pudding, see, look at that. It is phenomenal. Now you see why I don't get rid of the shape, because it looks really cool. Now we're going to start our brown butter sauce with a half stick of butter. Now we're going to also use a half cup of brown sugar. I can't get my words together today, you guys. We're going to go ahead and stir this up really nicely. And this bourbon brown butter sauce, the reason why we're starting with the half stick of butter and the brown sugar is because once we add in that bourbon, it is going to bubble. It's going to bubble really nicely, but then afterwards the bubble should subside. And once that happens, you go ahead and add a little bit of cream. Now this brown butter sauce is a sauce. It is not a really thick caramel. It's not anything like that. It's just a sauce. It's something to drizzle right on the top. But we're working with all of this on pretty much like low medium, I guess. As you can see, our bread pudding deflates a little bit, but that's okay. It's taking its shape. And just go ahead and pour that brown butter sauce on top. Oh man. Like again, it's not a thick caramel. Reason being is because we're going to be adding in an icing later. Any sort of icing that you want to create. But yeah, afterwards you can put it in a plate, a cup, bowl, whatever. And you know, again, I like to sprinkle some more pecans on top, some chopped pecans, and we're going to drizzle it with a little bit of icing, and I'll put the recipe for that in the description. But thanks guys. I know I've been gone for a little bit, and just wanted to make something that I thought was pretty cool. You can make with pretty much dessert out of junk food. Yeah, but enjoy guys.